for a long while. Yes, you gotta be brave, and you got to know how to behave.
And some of you yesterday didn't check out the temperature. You had to be careful. There were some people falling over through sunstroke. And right now we are both in recovery mode. Agent Sasco in the house, Robbo Ranx in recovery mode, brother. I tell you, 2019, you was at Carnival 2018, so you got to experience it. But this year, bro, I was looking out for Sasco with one eye.
Well,
I said, I know. It would have been a rough day.
Yeah, it was a rough day. Yeah, I'm massively can hear it. Let me tell you. Yeah, man, it was rough, but you know, it's a good vibe. See, man, it's good to be here again. Around Carnival time. I don't know.
Listen, the people enjoy seeing you at Carnival. Obviously, last year what you did at Carnival, just coming out and trending, and still trending now. But it's just the fact that people are so. You've had fans over the last like 15, 20, call it 20 years now. You know what I mean?
Almost 18.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So to see you at Carnival, like it's like for people, it's a treat.
Yeah, man, it's always good vibes, and you know, of course, we have records now out here, and you know, people getting into, I guess, the new Sasco, you know, because of course, you know, you have the whole assassin history with them big bangers, like, you know, on the juggling, the rhythm-driven side of things, from that thing that and step on them and roughest and toughest, the wall, anywhere we go, you know, all of that history, and then now. You have, you know, songs like Winning Right Now off the new album and Banks of the Hope, and most recently, you know, Slow Down and them tune this up. It's a full spectrum, you know.
So when you run out of Carnival, obviously you're doing this this is Sasco doing his thing. This is us, you're going out and meeting your millions and your fans. Them. What are when the crowd then back you up and say, yo, Sasco, want you the old song? You must get a point where you say, damn, son,
no,
because I know winning shut out here.
No, but guess what, me know? You know, my song them, and as a matter of fact, one of the things I appreciate about music and, you know, being on the road with, you know, people like Bojo, and just seeing you know, the artists who really transcend time. It's not new songs, it's just your songs. There's no new and old, it's just, yo, when Berry say, remember the times you used to make me rock away, nobody don't go, hold on there, when that song I did release. Within 5 years, well, man, nah,
I don't want to hear that song.
You mad, you know what I mean? And when him go, you know, come on, give me one of the classics, them.
Tempted to touch, man.
Hey, little girl, each time you pass by, yo, just vibes. So, you know, I dare to say I would like to, you know, have songs that people care for 20 years from now. So, you know, it's all good, man. Whatever people request, I'm just happy to be out here, you know, doing the music I love, and have people love it too, you know.
Well, let me play the new song. I don't know if you'll explain to us if you did get a chance to perform this at Carnival. This is the new song
from the Rhythm Drop of Murder.
All right. Feel like this one was built with Carnival in mind.
Absolutely.
Pretty like a flower in the morning sun. Got a way to my
Robbo Ranx! Well, nah, like Sasco, if she was at Carnival up in Notting Hill, you probably wouldn't get to see her because them block off the road at Notting Hill. Any reservations you made to meet somebody at Carnival would have mashed up yesterday.
No, but guess what? No. I would have liked, I don't know who responsible like for the health ministry in London. I don't know if a ministry is gonna have like in Jamaica, but I would have like get recognized. Myself and Jules need to get recognized for our you know, contribution to, you know, people managing the heat wave yesterday.
Managing the day.
Because you had to slow down yesterday. If you never slow down yesterday, hospital bed this morning. So ladies, I'm glad I know the tech heat, you know. Slow down.
33 and rising yesterday. It was crazy.
As a matter of fact, for the first time, I've been to many events over the course of, you know, my career, and it's the first time yesterday I hear about crowd control breaks. So several times to the man, I said the music must just stop for 5 minutes to allow people to
calm down,
to slow down.
And slow down. Crazy. Big single, yourself and Jules. I heard this popping out the space. And I didn't know who Jules was at the time. I knew so for me, don't nobody had a crack. I know Sasco.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jules. It said featuring Jules. And I said, oh, who this bad DJ Sasco bring through? Then I heard the beat and I said, where's Jules? And I realized it's a producer.
Yeah, man, DJ.
Tell me about it. Tell me about Jules and the hookup.
So last August, I came to London to just be a part of the Nottingham Carnival vibes, and David Miller, who I was working with at the time.
Big up David.
Yeah, man, of course. Made a hookup. Yo, you have a session with Jules. I never knew he was either at the time, and so I was just like, yo, cool.
Yeah.
Got to the studio. He played the beat, and immediately it was just like, yo.
You shot it at the same time?
Yeah, same time. So I found the song while I was here. So I did the chorus, Slow Down Baby, while I was in the session. But of course, with so much going on around, and I think we got to the studio like very late.
Yeah.
So I was like running almost E at the time.
Yeah.
So I laid the chorus down and like the idea for the verse, and I took that back to Kingston and did proper recording at my studio.
Straight
and
at Diamond Studio.
Yeah, man, I added the background vocals.
Crazy.
So yeah, good vibes. And then afterwards he added all these horns here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Wicked.
Well, it sounded very left field when I first heard it, but because the beat it drives.
No, it is left field, man. It's like way left field. It's different. Yeah,
but the beat drives, but when you drop your voice on it, it's like it.
Then it starts to feel more familiar. It starts to feel more familiar, clearly. But this song is very much about even I'm approaching creativity from this moment on. Like, not limiting yourself to it needs to sound exactly like this or that. Just be free with it and just be free with it, but be authentic with it.
Well, like how you're very you practically can say Jeffrey Campbell's very British. Is a British artist. You're very very familiarizing. Come on, man.
Very British.
I keep saying it. I say it to you all the time. Like you have an affinity to the UK and they have an affinity to you, because I feel a lot of people here from the sound system, the DJs. I talk to them all the time. I think they feel like they were all part of your.
Absolutely.
The bringing through of Sasco.
The journey. Absolutely, man. Anybody anywhere in the world who vibe with the music and support it anyway is definitely a part of the journey. I appreciate that. Best thing is that the journey, there's so much further to go. Of course. And I was in the studio last night and night before, working on some stuff and with some
Can you tell, I was moving to that question, like you're here and a lot of people moving towards Sasco because you are one of the bad vices out of Jamaica, the big vices. Who are you?
Yeah,
anything that we can talk about UK wise.
Here we're going now. So my style. When more I go make the music talk and thing, but what I can tell you is that I'm in the studio. Been working with some really, really, really solid producers. Like from them beat drop, you hear them name and nobody know who exactly who that is. So still have a couple more sessions lined up and things, even if I don't get to complete them while in the UK. But there are a lot of good things, and like I recorded 3 songs yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Before Carnival.
Today's what? Damn. No, so the day before I recorded the songs, and after Carnival yesterday, I went back to the studio to just like make sure fine tune them instead of what I did with this track where I finished it in Kingston. I decided I want to just call when I leave here, it should be done. So
normally here in the UK after Carnival you don't work.
Well, I was in the studio last night.
People, you see it there? Rough.
Yeah, man.
Rough.
Yeah.
And listen, the tune we played and opened the show with you.
Be Careful.
Be Careful, produced by Notnice, getting some really good vibe out there.
Yeah.
Notnice, one of the talented producers in the dancehall game. We recognize him from early. That project, and you were on that project, it's a good look. And
no, absolutely, man. Big up to Notnice for putting this project together in a Jamaican context, because we see these type of projects, Khalid and with this project, and from the producer side, we haven't seen it necessarily from Jamaican perspective if it's not a rhythm driven thing.
Yeah.
So to have different singles, different textures, You know, so enough respect. Stephen McGregor also had like lab work.
Yeah, lab work was a
you know what I mean?
A brilliant little project.
But, so yeah, we so big up Notnice for that, and you know, to be a part of it is, you know, is a good vibe.
You ever worked with Notnice before?
No, it's the first collaboration, and you know, interestingly enough, like we've tried to work together before.
Yeah.
You know,
because he was intertwined with
no. It's not even that. Of course, like there was that Gaza thing, but you know that wasn't the issue. It was that I've been on sessions where I think it was 2 sessions before this. Rhythm I play, and I just couldn't find anything, and couldn't find anything in terms of that I was in love with.
Yeah.
And if it's one thing I tried to do, you know, creatively is, you know, regardless of who it is. At the end of the day, we want to record something that we're comfortable with, you know, and we like. So it never worked out that time, and then here we are now. You know, for the first time, it's like it's out of the park, or it's on its way out of the park. It looked like, yeah.
Big song, Be Careful. You heard it earlier on. Agent Sasco in the building, and we spoke about last time your obviously the album. And the projects that you are managing, you're managing the studio situation, which I'm very inspired by. I keep telling you that I love to see that. Yeah, and obviously your own music, you're taking a lot of things in your own hands. Is there anything that you fancy taking in your hands as well as that? Because
no, well, as a matter of fact, it's quite. No, there's some
no agriculture, no farm work. No.
So right now, we have some new members of the team.
Yeah.
Based here in the UK too, and you know, I'm happy to, you know, have them figure out a lot of the things that I was trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm very happy with that in terms of, you know, giving me more time to, you know, focus on what I need to focus on. And yeah, I have several other interests and things that I will be getting into. But, you know, for right now, this is like I'm 100%, you know, just trying to focus on you know, my music and, you know, what I need to do for, you know, like the next decade. Like the next decade is to be my most productive, my most fulfilling, my most everything.
Well, all what we see here is a learning process. You was on road earlier on with the great Junior Gang.
Yeah, with Junior Gang, man. And as you know, I was here driving myself up and down. You know, getting in that. So yeah, all of this, like I said, man, there's no question about it. I know that, you know, I've done 18 years
So hold
already.
on, I think Shani was telling me you took one drive. Which was the furthest drive, and you drove yourself? I said, is this guy crazy?
So I landed when we did land. I don't remember if I got to car Heathrow, and then picked up a rental car.
Drive.
So I picked up the rental car, and I drove from the airport to
was it
Sheffield,
Leeds or one Yorkshire?
Sheffield.
Yeah.
And then I drove from Sheffield to Bournemouth.
That's the one. Sheffield. You know how far that is, brother?
I don't. No, so here's the thing. So after the show in Sheffield, I went back to the room. I, you know, show up and thing, and you know, pack my stuff, and then I lie down, thinking, all right, I'm gonna rest, and then tomorrow make the drive. But then I was laying there thinking, but Bridget, it's now like 3 a.m. The best time you could possibly want to make this drive is right now, because nobody's out there. So I just, you know, got my stuff and went to the car, and I made the drive. And so I did it in like, I think I got there by 7 a.m. from 3 to a little before 7.
You know, so I think that's a record, you know. I've heard about some drives. I've heard about some artists or some mad drive, you know.
Yeah.
But Sheffield, from London to Sheffield and Sheffield to Bournemouth is crazy. I think you pop all records.
And you know what? And it was, guess what? It was very therapeutic, man. It was, me alone out there.
Damn,
just, you know, so, you know, you get
that time.
Hollered,
so we'd have come join you, brother.
No, guess what? No, like sometimes, you know, the solace is good. Well, for me, it was, you know, just driving out there and, you know,
and it's such a contrast. I know D's a professional, you know, but Damon's a man. The man, they don't see morning, the man, they see afternoon. They program like, his life is programmed like that. So you going at 3 a.m. in the morning to reach the destination of the next stop of the tour. Yeah. And I know Damon is like fast asleep.
Yeah, but guess what? But the thing is, when I got in at that time, we got the folks at the Hilton down there in Bournemouth. They were kind enough to get me a room at that time, because of course, you know, check-in would have been in the afternoon.
12 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Yeah. So they were very kind, and you know, they allowed me to get in my room at that time. And so I could sleep all day. Yeah. Until time for the show, so it worked out.
Until Damon
turn up in the afternoon. Yeah. But so they, you know, they did the flip side. So they rested after the show and then you know, so it worked out, man. It was all good.
Big up the good people of Bournemouth. Great place.
Yeah, man.
Agent Sasco in the house. You know the song I have to keep going by because continually in your career you're making steps and you're creating your own steps, you're creating your own waves, you're doing it your way, you know. I love to see that, the fact that every step is a progress step. So you got the medal. You're winning, son. Agent Sasco in the house. Bless. Sasco, you're winning all over the world. What about Africa right now? Because I know that is always a calling point. Agent Sasco. Wagwan.
Absolutely. So of course, Jules is from Ghana.
Yeah.
And you know, the slow down track definitely, you know, has that influence from that side. Although what I love about that rhythm is that it feels like everything. It feels like Afrobeat and reggae and salsa and samba and soca and everything.
Feel like our soul all in one.
It's just all. Yeah, it's like it's like all African culture that has been sprinkled everywhere
it's the
else.
soul, bro.
It's all captured in that track. So, you know, that being said, what you call it? So we have that, you know, first step, I guess. And of course, you know, all I've been doing with reggae and dancehall and, you know, having a heritage. I've been to Zimbabwe, been to South Africa, and so there's just all of that blank canvas in terms of the places I've never been. Nigeria, Kenya, I mean, you name it. You know, so
I can't imagine you haven't been to East Africa. They are nuts.
Yes. So guess what? I've never had a song on a playlist before, and I have that 2019. So it's new territory all over again.
So
man.
that's crazy. That is crazy.
And the thing is, you know, right now I'm at the place where I'm doing all of that. So, you know, this project you might get reggae, you might get one track, you might get a dancehall project next, you know, like, you know, we mix it up. But absolutely, Africa is the next frontier in terms of, and not just for me, but in general, like, that's the place.
Well, I'd love to see you out there in Ghana. They would love to see you. I've got so much brethren who are
Ghana lead, you know. Ghana, as we say, Kenya, you know, Zimbabwe, enough love and respect. Gambia, see me, of course, Nigeria. You know, South Africa, Ethiopia and all these places. Listen,
because these places want to win with you, bro.
Anyway, people have ears, ready for them. And if Africa them there, it's all gravy. Yeah, man.
Not forgetting the works you're doing everywhere, all parts of the world too.
You know, absolutely.
I mean?
But you know, like as I said, we all feel a certain connection to Africa. It's undeniable. And of course, with all what's happening with, you know, the African sound at the moment, and it's not even at the moment. It's here to stay.
It's been already. It's just been
it's just mainstream
highlighted,
now. And it's here to stay. So, you know, it's movement is powerful and it's great to see.
Well, until next time you come to the UK, be sure to drop in and let us know what go on.
Of course,
the people them want to know.
By next time, I think we're gonna have at least the first single from the next project. If the next project is an EP or an album, we're still figuring that out. But by the next time we reason, we're supposed to have the next single out, and I'm mad so.
Still Jeffrey, still winning. Agent Sasco, enough respect, bro.
Bless.